Molly Holman says West Side Story was so groundbreaking in so many ways and has a narrative relevant both in Shakespearean times, in that its narrative is Romeo and Juliet, in 50s America, and in contemporary, well, everywhere. Certainly anywhere where racism exists, and the most incredible score. Ernst says A Simple Favor is an excellent showcase for the talents of its two leads, and while very different plot-wise, similarly fearless in its tonal whirlwind as this year's Riders of Justice. Mark will go for Dunkirk. Chris says, I've long cited 300 as proof that Zack Snyder isn't universally terrible, but I'm having my doubts. In any case, the correct answer is by some distance Dunkirk. Chuckles, not chuckling, and Harry Styles, not styling. Stewmungus says, look, I know it's not the best film on this list, not by a very long way, but I will never not want to see 300. And Alan Smith says, 71 for me, a superb film that came from nowhere. What is our TV movie of the week?
Well, it is Dunkirk because, I mean, although there are other brilliant things on this list, 71 because it's fantastic, but Dunkirk, which is 9 at night on Saturday on BBC One, so I think a lot of people will get to watch it. It is really worth revisiting. The way in which it plays with the three different interlocking time schemes is genius. You know, the hour, the day, the week. It just works so well, and obviously when it came out in all those different formats. There was the IMAX version, there was the 35mm version. I have the suspicion that even on television, it will hold up. Many people have seen it on a small screen anyway, because obviously it's been available on disc for some time. But yeah, Dunkirk, which is 9 at night on Saturday on BBC One, and it just reminds me that, of course, they famously offered the lead role to Chris Pine, and he said, "No, Dunkirk."
Is that true? I'm sure you told us that before, but it's
a joke, Simon.
Yes, I know, but I'm just thinking about it. And
I actually wasn't sure whether you realised that wasn't bad. The joke was so bad you actually didn't realise.
No. Listen, I'm the one that does the dad jokes, and I'm thinking it kind of has a ring of truth to it. Are you sure it's a joke, but also maybe it's true. Anyway, TV movie of the week, so bad it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Paul says it's Paul Blart Malcop 2. It's always Paul Blart 2. Did more harm to Las Vegas's reputation than the last syphilis outbreak, which is an interesting take on it. Magic Dart says, I quite liked Central Intelligence. Shakespeare Canary says, Paul Blart for me. How did it even get a sequel? Mark Mack says, unless Paul Blart is the Peter Rabbit of Malcops, my experience with the original has been enough to nominate PBMC2. Yes, I think that was it for Big Audio Dynamite. Anyway, Vindictus Viridian, Omen 3. You can't have a Sam Neill film on this list. It's simply impossible.
Exactly.
And Hugh Smith says, how dare you put J-Lo on this list? Well, you know, if a film isn't very good, then she's on the list. Sorry about that. What is a TV movie of the week? It's so bad, it's bad.
Well, it is obviously Paul Blart Malcop 2. Malcop 2. Actually, Malcop is a much better, because the first one was terrible. And I told you the thing that I one Saturday, Linda had one of the children to take to the cinema. She said, look, is there anything on? And I went, oh, there's that Paul Blart thing. I don't know, maybe I didn't like it, but maybe they'll find it all right. And they went to watch it, and it was the worst film ever. And the other thing, did you say that there was an email from somebody called Magic Darts? Because if so,
yeah,
that can only be a reference to one of my favourite ever darts commentary things, which is, there's only one word for that: Magic Darts.